If I want to do an overcast and seam or overcast and hem all at once, it's nice to not have to always reach for my serger, especially if it doesn't have the right color. I can just go to the sewing machine and pick the right stitch. It'll tell me if I need to put the right foot on and make sure I'm all set up. So I'm going to take this kind of stretchy fabric. We'll call that a stretch maybe medium. And the sewing technique number 3 is your overcast and seam. So overcast or seam and overcast. Notice which stitch it picks for me, and it also picks foot B. So I'm going to go ahead and find my foot B. The foot B has a groove underneath. See all that open space that's been cut away from the bottom of the foot? Here's your regular A foot. See the difference? That has extra room for all the stitches to form perfectly and float out the back side without kind of getting hung up on the metal base here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of make a little neckline. This could be done like for a t-shirt if you've got a ribbing to put in. This would be just about 1/4 of it. So I'm going to just cut that out here, and I'm going to take some ribbing and fold it in half, long and skinny. I'm going to take the 2 raw edges and meet them with the raw edge that I just cut. Now I'm going to line up, you can kind of notice how big the stitch is, line up the raw edges with the inside of my right toe. And so as I start to stitch, that will kind of work its way. I'm going to give this ribbing a little bit of a pull as I go, so it stretches it around, and with my other hand I'm kind of moving the pink fabric to come meet my ribbing edges. Don't want to stretch out the pink, but I do want to usually stretch out the ribbing. Ribbing is usually cut smaller than the opening. All right, this will give you an idea. Notice on the stitch, it has a straight line on the left. That's the seam part. And then the part that jumps off to the right, that's the overlock part. That's why it's done all at once. So once we're done, we have our seam, we have the stretch, and we have the overlock all in one pass. So use the sewing advisor to let it pick the right stitch for the fabric you're using.